everyone. I was never planning to make this video. It just came to me right now because of an incident that happened, and it's something that I've been dealing with for quite some time now, probably since 7th grade-ish. And I don't know, I feel like it's just something I need to finally be vocal about because it's something that only the closest people to me know about, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with every single day, and I feel like I should stop being quiet about it and just put my experiences out there because it could possibly help someone. Obviously you already know what it's about because you read the title, but I have dealt with anxiety since like 7th grade. I don't know how old you are in 7th grade, maybe like 11 or so. So since I was like 11 and now I'm 20, so almost 10 years of dealing with anxiety. And I don't know, I feel like I've never really shared it, and tonight I'm like prompted to do so because my cousins are going out to dinner with their family, and they invited me to come with them to go out. And my initial reaction is always I'm excited. I'm always excited to like go do something with friends or family and to have a good time because I know it could be so much fun. And then usually 30 minutes to an hour before the event, I start freaking out. And it's not like something popped in my head like, oh my god, what if this happens or anything like that. It's literally out of the blue. Nothing has even crossed my mind. I just start panicking. My stomach starts churning. I have to run to the bathroom. Like I feel ill all of a sudden. And I know that's from me just being anxious. It's like my subconscious like freaking out for no reason. So I had to text my cousin and tell her like, hey, I'm not coming to dinner tonight. It's just because of anxiety. I'm sorry. I hope you can still come over tonight afterwards. Like, it's stuff like that I have dealt with so many times, and I just wanted to put that out there to let you guys know that like you're not alone. Obviously, so many people deal with anxiety and panic attacks, and it is so common. But I just wanted to put my story out there too. So like I said, I've been dealing with this since 7th grade, and I feel like that's kind of young to start dealing with anxiety, but that's when I started dealing with it. My little brother has started dealing with it recently too, and he's going into 9th grade. I would never want anyone to ever have to deal with anxiety. Let me just tell you guys a couple of stories of like panic attack situations I've had before. So like my 2 worst scenarios ever were actually within like a 3-day period, and it was the hardest period of my entire life just because of the anxiety and panic attacks that happened in that like short time period. One was I was just at a hotel with some friends, and I had a panic attack the whole day beforehand. This was sophomore or junior year. But I had a panic attack the whole day before I was supposed to go meet them, and I finally worked up the courage to go there. But this is before I had a car, so my mom had to drive me. So my mom drove me down to the strip to like the pool party, like hangout type thing, and I was fine the whole time that I was there. I was fine like when we went to bed and stuff, and then like in the middle of the night I was like having a panic attack. And one of my friends there was really sweet and was like helping me like turn the TV on and stuff to like calm me down and like switch my mind into something else. I finally fell back asleep, and then I woke up at like 6 in the morning and was panicking again, and I have no idea why. But I had so that was 3 panic attacks basically in just that day, and I had to call my mom at 6 o'clock in the morning to come pick me up because I was like freaking out. Luckily she was like already up and leaving for work so she could get me, but that just shows you that like it can come on at any time, and honestly the best solution is just to get out of the situation if at all possible. So that's what I always do. Like if I'm freaking out in a situation, I just do whatever I can to get out of that situation, and sometimes you feel bad doing that because you don't want to be like a burden to someone else. But honestly your mental health comes before anything else. So like for instance, I had my mom pick me up super early that morning, and then she was late to work, but she understood and she wasn't upset about it. And if you're dealing with this with someone who loves you and cares about you, they're not going to be bothered either. So just like take care of yourself. And another incident is literally like the day after that or the night of or something. My brother and I went out to the lake with some family members. My parents had work so they didn't go, but my brother and I went out with like our aunt and uncles and stuff to go to the lake. And the first night was great and fine. My anxiety usually gets worse at night, so like I kind of was hoping it wouldn't happen, but I was like preparing for it. So the first night was actually fine because we were exhausted. We went to sleep right away and there wasn't any issues. But then the second night, we were all sleeping, all of us kids were like sleeping on the floor of like the boat that was like docked up, and I just started panicking, like out of nowhere. I just started panicking and freaking out, and I couldn't take it anymore, and I called my mom, and all the adults were already asleep. So I called my mom, who's all the way back at home, which is like an hour and a half drive almost, like an hour drive, and it was probably midnight. And I was like, I have to go. I'm like, Mom, you have to come pick me up. I have to go. I'm freaking out. And I had no idea why. Like, there was no reason as to why I was freaking out. Literally, I was fine. I was not upset about anything. I wasn't worried about anything. We were just going to sleep. But I was freaking out. So I waited an hour for my mom to come get me and drove all the way home. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning by the time we got home, and then I felt better. So it's like, I don't know, it's another example of like, if they love you and care about you, they will come get you and they will help you with the situation and they will make it better. Even though you don't want to ask. You don't want to ask your mom to drive an hour and a half to get you and an hour and a half back in the middle of the night. So I don't know if you guys are going to get anything out of this video, but I just felt like I needed to share and get off my chest because I know I'm not the only one that struggles with it, and I know I'm not the only one who's like scared to share their stories and like talk out about it. So then I also wanted to talk about like how I deal with it. Like honestly, ever since I met Zachary, my anxiety has been so much better. Like if he's going to an event with me, 100% guarantee I will not have a panic attack. I will not freak out. I will be fine the entire time. So I'm really thankful for him. Like for instance, tonight, if he's not with me because he's out of town, I don't know why, but I just freak out. And even if he was staying home and I was going out, I still would have been fine, and I don't know why. I don't know why that correlates, but for some reason it does. And like I said before, my anxiety is all like a subconscious thing. It's never like me consciously thinking like, oh, what if this happens, or oh my god, I'm scared about this. It's literally all subconscious. I'm not actively worried about anything happening, but for some reason my body just freaks out at certain moments, and I will never know why. So since I met Zachary, it's been tremendously better. I can truly say that in the 3.5 years we've been together, I've probably had maybe 3 or 4 panic attacks, and I used to get them like multiple times a day, or you know, one every other day. Like it was constant. I was constantly in a state of like panic, and it was so unhealthy and so bad. So I'm so thankful that I have Zachary now. But I know that for some people they're still in that frantic state, and I wish I had advice, but like I don't. I think all I can truly say is like, tell someone about it. If you're keeping it all to yourself, that's only going to make it worse. Like let someone know who you trust and who you care about and who you know will support you. Let them know what you're going through, and ask them if like they can be the person you come to when you're having trouble, because once I did that with Zachary, like that's when things got better. Like I was finally open with him about it, and like things just got better. So I feel like you just have to get it out there, tell someone that you love and trust, and they will help you through it. And I think that just like helps so much. And I guess my last tip is just, if you're feeling anxious going into something beforehand, it is okay to say no to plans or to cancel plans in that moment, regardless of how you think the other person will react. Like take care of yourself first. And a lot of people will disagree with me on that, and they'll say like, no, you need to learn to get over it and work it out, and eventually like you'll come to be okay with it. But I disagree, because there's been times where I've talked myself into going to something after I've panicked about it all day long, and it did not turn out well. I had a panic attack at the event, and that just like makes the whole experience worse. If you would have just told yourself that morning like, I don't have to go, it's fine, you would have had a fine rest of the day and you would have enjoyed yourself. But forcing yourself to go through something like, it's stressful and it's hard on your mental state, and it's just not healthy for you. So that's one of the best things that I can say is if you're already panicking about something or like feeling anxious about a situation, just don't go. Unless it's like 100% important, like a doctor's appointment or something, you have to be there, then obviously you have to find a way to get to that. But if it's like hanging out with some friends or going out to dinner or something, just cancel. Just do what's best for your mental health and what's going to make you feel the most stable, like mentally and emotionally. I don't know, I guess that's all I have to say. I hope this reaches someone or helps someone, or I hope this lets you know that I'm open about talking about it, and if you want to talk, you can always come to me. Like I said, my brother has been having anxiety now, so I've kind of learned how to talk about it to someone else about their experiences. I'm here to talk to you about it. I'm open. I want to help. I know how much it sucks. If you ever need me, I am here. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me through any form of social media, or if you have my phone number or anything, please come talk to me. I want to help you. But that is the end of this video, and I hope someone got something out of it. That's all that I hope for, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.